Hello, Patriots. How are you doing? I hope you've all had a really good weekend. It's been absolutely minging here in the northeast of Scotland, but we still had Patriots going from Aberdeen and Falkirk down to Glasgow for the No to Digital ID, and then they were at Falkirk on their way back. Really good what's going on in Falkirk. Like, I know they've had the split from the Save Our Future and Our Kids' Future. Now it's the Scottish Freedom Patriots that are running the show there now. Good, really top bunch of patriots, working side by side with the Pink Ladies from Falkirk. Another really strong group. So if you're a female around Falkirk, why not go and see the Pink Ladies? And if you're just a patriot, that's a male, then go and see the Scottish Freedom Patriots. But even if you're a female and don't want to go to Pink Ladies, you can go to the Scottish Freedom Patriots as well. Great bunch of people in Falkirk at the moment. But while we're talking about our local neighbourhoods, let me show you this video of Maggie Chapman in Aberdeen at the weekend. I recognise the voice. I reckon it's, I think it's boy James that's recorded this. Here it is.
What are you saying, MSP Maggie Chapman?
Please don't record me like
What are you saying?
What
are you going to do about the Scottish grooming gangs? What are you going to do about immigration replacement?
Listen, there is no such thing.
We the native Scots don't want to be replaced by immigration. We the native Scots we do not want immigration in this country. We do not want immigration replacement, Maggie Chapman, MSP. You need to go back to the Parliament and tell them that the Scots are telling you we don't want immigration replacement. Speak to me, Maggie Chapman.
You're not actually trying to engage with me. You just want a clip.
I am trying to engage you. Why are you always coming out here dividing people, throwing these flags, and you know loads of people are against you? Why are you always dividing people? Why are you always dividing people, Maggie Chapman? Why? Why are you full of so much hate? Why have you got to bring this crap, this Palestine action crap here, right? And you know that it divides our country, and you know that it causes trouble, and it turns one lot of Scots against another lot of Scots, but you still bring an issue that's nothing to do with Scotland into this country. Why, Maggie Chapman?
If Barclays Bank is on our street corner, it's to do with us.
Barclays Bank? Who gives a crap if Barclays Bank is here? You find the littlest connection of anything, the littlest connection of anything to do with Israel, and then you attack it. Barclays Bank? So bloody what?
In the same way as Barclays was the bank of apartheid in South Africa, they are the bank of apartheid in Palestine.
Well, listen, we don't want to be replaced by immigration. We don't want immigration replacement. We don't want immigration.
I'm glad that she's brought up South Africa. Next video, Maggie. Next video.
We don't want the asylum seekers. We don't want any of them, Maggie Chapman, MSP. This woman is part of the Parliament. She is part of the Scottish Parliament. She is a Green MP. We do not want immigration replacement. We do not want immigrants. We don't want them. We don't want them. We want Scots for the Scots. And I'm sorry to say, that's me being honest. So what do you say, Maggie Chapman? I'm just being honest.
Scots came from somewhere else.
Maggie, come on, answer us. Aye, that's fair enough, but I'm just saying we don't want immigration replacement. Maggie Chapman, can you speak?
Wait.
There's too many people.
Oh well. So that's actually in Aberdeen at the weekend. So I won't use his full name, but I'm pretty sure I know who that is that's recorded that video. But he's done an absolute top job there. Maggie Chapman coming in with her usual rubbish. So they stood on Union Street protesting about Barclays' involvement with Israel. Now, this is one of the biggest dividers on our side of the fence. People who think that because they support Palestine, that we should immediately support Israel. And that's total rubbish. If we take away that aspect of it, it makes their argument even weaker. But Maggie Chapman has brought up, and that's the thing, she's never got the answer when we say, us as the Scottish people, we do not want to be replaced by immigration. And Maggie Chapman's not got an answer for it. She'd happily. So Maggie Chapman, look at this, bang. She was the MSP from Dundee that wants to trans kids as young as 8 years old. 8 years old. And yet she's still seen as one of the tolerant ones, one of the really nice ones. She's a Green MSP. They would absolutely annihilate our people. Like, look what they've already done to them being partnered up with the SNP. Look at what's happened to the Scottish schooling. Showed you that in the video yesterday of that video yesterday where you see John Swinney getting absolutely rinsed because he's tried to introduce stuff like rimming into primary schools, into young kids. This is what the Greens do. But she mentioned South Africa. But before I go on to South Africa, in the video yesterday, I did say that I would get stats for you. Let me see if I can find them. Here we go. Since 2000, 58% of new homes built in England have been required just to keep up with immigration. Over the last 10 years, it's 68%. Over the last 5 years, it's 87%. And over the last 3 years, it's 128% of new homes built have been needed to keep up with mass immigration. So when we're hearing about this housing crisis constantly, there is no housing crisis. It's a mass immigration crisis. Right, South Africa. Maggie Chapman is the one that brought up South Africa. So let's look at what the South Africans think.
Shoot to kill on me. Shoot to kill,
So they're saying shoot to kill the boer, shoot to kill the farmer. Kill the boer. That's white people, by the way.
I repeat, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer, the...
See, like, this is why we are so against mass immigration. This is what happens when we become a minority. Like, the South Africans, the white South Africans, the Afrikaners, are just... They are getting genocided and absolutely wiped out by these people, but that are meant to be like the good guys of South Africa, but they're up on stage there rallying their troops, rallying their support to the chants of kill the boer, kill the farmer. We do not want this in our nation. This is exactly what happens when we become the minority. We will not become a powerful minority like they're trying to tell us. We will become this minority that is hunted down and picked off by these people. I'll show you a couple of pictures and videos now from Crowborough. Crowborough has said no. This is what we should be like in Aberdeen every single week. We should have numbers like this. Like, they had some anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 people yesterday at some point. So this is a video of them at the night. And then I've got a photo from the air as well. And look at this. Just look at the amount of them that there is there. It's just incredible. That's what a community spirit does. This is what we're trying to bring into Aberdeen. And people just want to split it up and try to make us seem like we're this evil thing. But all we're doing is we stand for our people in our homeland. What is so wrong with that? The minute that someone has an in-race preference or an in-ethnicity preference, we're classed as evil. This should be the homeland of the Scottish people. Only the Scottish people, only the British people should make up the decisions for Scotland and for Britain as a whole. We should not have any foreigners coming in and telling us how to live, how we should be. It's just, it's a bit of madness. And then you just end up with the crime rates and the stats and everything like we've got now is mad. What thing for Aberdeen against illegal migration, because on the 21st of March we will Aberdeen against illegal migration will be joining other groups from across Scotland in Edinburgh at a Unite the Clans rally, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring everyone together, and that's on Saturday the 21st of March in Edinburgh at the Mound at 12. Scotland deserves security, fairness and freedom, not policies that ignore our people. Join us as we demand an end to the invasion of fighting age men. Scotland says no. It's so important that you attend these. stop being afraid, stop being fearful, because what's scarier? You putting your head above the parapet, or you just letting this continue and watching our people live in more fear, live in more insecurity? Is that really what you want? Here's another thing. So it's from Matt Goodwin. This is what diverse London is. And the reason I bring up London, even though it's down in England, the reason I bring it up is because it's a blueprint for what's coming our way. So in London, 1 in 4 do not speak English. 1 in 3 refuse to share our UK identity. Nearly half are Muslim. Only 1 in 5 are Christian. 1 in 3 are white. Foreign born outnumber the UK born in London. And 64% of social housing has gone to foreign born, and half of that doesn't work. Like, these are all the people that are causing the vulnerable of ours to be left with nothing. They are such a burden on our people, not just in the way they live, but when they go to the NHS and stuff like that, you've got to get in the interpreters. It's just madness. It is a bit of madness what has been. And then look, this is London as well. Every hour, reported every hour. I think that we should start trying to get the police on side a little bit. Now, that is not me saying go and be a grass. That is not what we want, because we need to be able to trust our people. But when we're at these protests, let's try and bring them in a little bit, should we? Like, as in, just go and speak to them. Just go, and instead of us having these barmaids with them, let's just try and speak to them, because a lot of these people don't want to be there. They want to support us. They're just too afraid to put their head above the parapet because they'll lose their job and they'll lose their career. And obviously, some of us aren't built for that. But let's try and speak to them the next time we're at these protests. I want to try and see what their actual beliefs are and how they feel about all these DEI policies that are coming in. Because, yeah, us getting lifted only ever weakens our movement. We need to have the numbers in the end. And if we can't get the police on side, then they're always going to just be mutts of the establishment. We need to give them an olive branch. Like, there's going to be people that are saying, why do we want the police on side? Like, that's such a backwards move. But at the end of the day, they're at every protest because they have to be. They get told, they get deployed to deal with us rather than the other side, because the other side are seen as this gentle, tolerant side. So that's why maybe it's about time we just start to speak to them. Just start to have human conversations with them, show them that we're just normal people. And if you've had experiences with these people that are getting imported en masse onto our streets, then speak to the police about them. I think it's really important that we do start extending olive branches, because at the end of the day, even these libtards on the left, those are the ones we're fighting for them as well, if they're our people. Like, obviously you're going to have these ginger converts like this guy.
This prayer mat changes everything. When I first converted to Islam, the hardest thing to learn was the salah. Thankfully, my salah mat have made an interactive prayer mat. So whether you're a revert Muslim or a Muslim just trying to perfect their salah, the My Salah mat is more than perfect for you. With over 25 interactive buttons spread out along this prayer mat, it has all 5 prayers which you can choose from. He even gives you a step-by-step guide on how to pray with each step. Big fear for me when I first became a Muslim was going to the mosque for the first time and having other people see me pray. I was always like kind of paranoid, like, am I praying right? I feel like at least with this, it shows you the step-by-step guide, and when you hit a lock.
Yeah, so there'll always be those ginger reverts, but they'll get stuck in de-radicalization camps. And yeah, if they still want to pray to if they still want to be part of a foreign ideology, then they'll have over 50 foreign states to choose from, won't they? But yeah, let's start showing that we can accept our people. That does not mean accept every foreigner that comes up to you and starts trying to have a conversation with you. But you could ask them why they're here and what they actually hope to achieve by staying here. because we need to cancel indefinite leave to remain. We need to make refugee status temporary again. All these people should be going, because we are just, our demographics again out of control, and all you got to do is look south of the border to see what's coming up here. We are a small island of people, and if you think that this line, Hadrian's Wall, is going to be able to stop the demographic replacement that's happening south of the border, happening to us north of the border, then all you got to do is look at the services that are struggling to provide for our people and the vulnerable among our own. And you can see it's coming up this way, it's coming north. So be brave and be courageous, because we must secure a future for our people and our ancestral homeland. That is why we are doing this. We are not doing this because we're hateful. We are not doing this for any other reason than we love our people, and we want our people to have the best chance in life. We want our people to have their human right to self-determination in their ancestral homeland. So let's keep doing this. Let's push for remigration, and let's bring our people together and make the most vulnerable. Let's pick them up. Let's make each other stronger. We can do this. Proud he is.